Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Visky, aka Vaden. Um, whichever y'all want to call it, it's up to y'all. But yeah, we're back with another video tonight. As y'all can see, we got the Mondeezy on, making his second appearance on the channel. I just got off work, so hair a little frizzy. I ain't really feel like doing it, so I just threw it on. But I feel like my appearance really don't matter. I feel like y'all really here to hear the word, and that's what I'm here to give y'all. That's the relationship we got going on right now. I'm like the dealer of words, though, motivational words, not any illegal substances of that sort. But yeah, to get started, the topic of this video, I just wanted to come on here and give y'all some quotes. I know I do a lot of like rambling on here in terms of like just talking about some topics, helping y'all, trying to help y'all see, trying to help y'all better yourselves, while also bettering myself. Because I want y'all to know a lot of the things I talk about, I'm not perfect. So a lot of these things are things that I'm either struggling with or have struggled with. And I'm speaking on them because I'm knowledgeable, I feel like, about the situations, and I know what has helped me and what can help me better myself. And that's why I come on here and just convey those feelings and thoughts to y'all. So again, I just wanted to come on here, give y'all some food for thought tonight, some quotes to just marinate in y'all brain, because I feel like quotes is what really pushes you. It really lets you, it's really things that can just sit in your brain and you can tell yourself to remind yourself, little like reminders. Quotes are little reminders, you can put this as your wallpaper. Me personally, I have a whiteboard. I like to put some quotes on. It used to be right there, but my cat knocked it down one day when I was sleeping, so it's not up there no more. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. It's already been 2 minutes. Sorry for the rambling, but the first quote, I wanted to start off with one by it's a pretty famous quote. I know a lot of y'all already probably know it, but you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And I feel like I just want to let that sit because, again, it's pretty self-explanatory, but again, I feel like it holds a lot of power because you truly miss 100% of the shots you don't take, literally. Like, and what I interpret from that is, if you don't try, you won't gain anything. You can't. You will live life if you don't try. You won't gain anything, and that's really just what it is. If you don't shoot your shot, whether it be with that girl, with that opportunity, with that person you want to talk to, with a career choice, like a talk with your boss about a raise. If you don't shoot your shot, you never know if you're going to make it. You can't make it if you don't shoot it. You know what I'm saying? And shoot or shoot, in the wise words of Steph Curry. And that quote is from the one and only Wayne Gretzky. I don't know if a lot of y'all are hockey fans. I'm not really a hockey fan, but just knowing sports, I know who Wayne Gretzky is. So he really he hit with that one, because again, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So guys, remember that shoot or shoot, and it's not even in basketball, in life. If you're a shooter, shoot your shot. Shoot that shot. You never know what basket it can go in. It don't even gotta go in the intended basket that you shooting it in. You might shoot it a 3-point shot, right? It might hit the backboard, hit the ground. You might miss. It might hit the ground, bounce back up. Very unlikely scenario, but anything is possible in this world because again, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's only possible if you don't take it. It could happen, but you gotta take the shot. You get what I'm saying? So just make sure y'all are maximizing y'all potential and not leaving anything in the jar. Don't leave anything in the gas tank. Give it everything you got. Give it all your shots until you can't anymore. So yeah, that was the first quote. Again, that was by Wayne Gretzky. If y'all don't know who he is, I would suggest looking him up. He got some more famous quotes. On to the next one is the best way to predict the future is to create it, and that's by Peter Drucker. I'm not too keen on who Peter Drucker is, but I heard this quote in a podcast that I was watching while taking a walk, and it really stuck with me. I like to just write down things when I hear them. I like to just jot them down. Like I said, I personally keep quotes in my. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, I like to keep quotes circulating in my mind. So I just don't forget about them, and I also just remember, like I said, little reminders. But yeah, I really feel like this one resonated with me because, again, like you said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. You can fantasize all day about how you want your life to be, what you want your life to look like. But at the end of the day, I have this in my TikTok bio. We control our reality as people, as existing beings. We control our reality. My life, I don't control everything, every aspect of it, but I control what I do. I can control what I want to happen. No, let me not say that. I can control myself, right? And I can control the reality I want to make from my actions. So if I want to go out and be an astronaut, I can control myself and go make myself be an astronaut. Yes, it's going to be tough, but if that's the future I want, I can make that happen. I just have to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, use that analogy into y'all's perspectives, into y'all situations. Whatever you want to happen, you can make happen. It really is just up to you. The keys are in your hands. You have to make it happen. And like Mr. Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Because again, we can spend all this time thinking about how we want things to be, how we wish things were better, when in reality we can do to make those things better. Like instead of just dreaming, make it a reality. Turn your dreams into reality. Is really what I get from this quote. So my challenge to y'all is to make your dreams into reality. Turn your predictions, your fantasies, your false hopes. Not false hopes. I feel like we gonna call them real hopes, cause false has a negative connotation to it, and we not negative around here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, y'all just go make what you want in life happen. Life is what you make it. Go make the best of your life. And on to the next. I wanted to say, this one really stuck with me. It's in a podcast with Chris Williamson. I've talked about him on my channel previously, but if y'all don't watch his podcast, it's called Mindful Being, I believe. Mindful Being, one of those, something like that. But if you just look up Chris Williamson, you'll see his podcast. It's a great podcast. It's a great watch. But he has a quote that he said, and it's, "On the other side of obedience is the blessing." And again, I feel like this really resonated within my spirit because I actually just had a conversation with someone about this quote, because I'm not gonna put their business out there, but basically, um, they had a situation where they felt like they were being obedient, and the result they got from that situation was not a desired result. In their eyes, it was not a blessing. And I can understand that because that happens a lot. Sometimes we feel like we do what is right, we abide, because obedience means to abide. Basically, when you're obedient, you are just abiding to what is given to you, and you're abiding to the rules or what is being told to you. Like if you're given directions, you're abiding to it, you're being obedient. And they felt like they were being obedient, and the results they were getting were not blessings. They were not receiving the benefits of their obedience, if that makes sense. Which I can completely understand, because that's understandable. If you're doing something that you're supposed to do and you're not getting the results that you want, anyone's gonna feel some type of way about that and feel like it's not a blessing, especially if it's negative consequences when you're doing what you feel is right. But my rebuttal to that is, truly, I feel like everything is a blessing. I feel like if you're even able to watch this video right now, me even talking into this mic, looking into the iPad that I'm recording, is a blessing, y'all. Truly, because it's an experience. Experiencing life is a blessing in itself. Experiencing anything, experiencing emotion, experiencing anger, sadness, fear, anxiety, joy, it's a blessing. It might not feel good. It might feel amazing. It might not feel good. You know, sadness doesn't feel good. It sucks to be sad. It sucks to be mad. It doesn't feel good, but you're still experiencing it, and that's a blessing in itself. And from experiences, what do we gain, y'all? Lessons. From lessons, we gain. I mean, from experiences, we gain lessons, and we learn from those lessons. So again, that's a blessing. To be able to learn from an experience is a blessing. So again, going back to the quote, on the other side of obedience is a blessing, and it might not be the blessing that you want, but if you change your perspective and your mindset to look at experiences and learning, what positive can I take from the situation? What experience, what lesson can I take from the situation? It might not have been an outcome that I wanted, but I learned something from it. You learned at least from any given situation that you take, that you experience. You learned something. You learned that it was either a positive outcome or a negative. Sorry, my cat decided to make an appearance. He left though. But yeah, on the other side of obedience is the blessing. Remember, guys, everything is a blessing. And I feel like we need to treat life as such, because the fact that we are even breathing and living right now is a blessing in itself. So yeah, with the next one, we're gonna talk about, it's another quote from Chris Williamson. It states, "The magic you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding." And I feel like this one may sting a little for someone. It stung a little bit when I heard it, because again, it's like a personal attack. And you know, I spoke about it in a previous video, but when you take things personal, when you take things someone say to you and it hurts your feelings, a part of you, it hurts your feelings because a part of you, a little part of you, a little part in your heart believes it. Because if you didn't believe it, if someone called you ugly and you thought you were the most handsome person in the world, you wouldn't care that they thought you're ugly, because you think you're handsome, or like that you're handsome in your eyes, or beautiful. So you taking that a little personal, there's a part of you that believes it. And for me, this is what that quote did to me, because yeah, we as humans, not everyone, but a lot of us, and I can say me again, like I said, these are notes to self. And I know there may be some people struggling with this too. So the magic that I can be looking for in this situation, it's like I'm expecting these results without putting in the effort and the work to get these results, and that itself is contradictory. Like, I can't expect to be a millionaire and then not do things that millionaires do. You get what I'm saying? Like, for you to get the desired outcome, you have to do the requisites of the outcome, the requirements of the outcome. It just doesn't come like magic. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. If you want to get an A on that quiz, guess what you have to do? You have to study. If you want to better yourself, guess what you have to do? You have to invest in yourself. And by doing that, you can read these quotes. You can read a book. You can go to the gym. You can go for a walk. You can really invest in yourself. Learn yourself, Learn the importance of you. Learn how important you are as a person. Learn how important it is to better your mind, how to drink water, to wake up early in the morning, get an adequate amount of rest, to really invest in yourself, your hobbies, your likings, making yourself a priority in your life. But to do that, to get to where you want to be, you have to do the work that comes with it. It's not just magic. It's not just something that comes at the snap of your hand. So yeah, I feel like that's a really powerful quote. And again, if that struck with you, if you feel like when you heard that, you felt like that was you, it reminded you of yourself. Again, don't take it personal. Just take it with a grain of salt, learn from it, and apply the things that were just explained to you in a way that it benefits you, because that's what we're here for, guys. Beneficial purposes only, because everything we do is for benefit, for betterment. This is a beneficial circle, guys. This is a place of love and betterment. So we're gonna call this circle. We're gonna call this square on my room that y'all see, this little 4x4, the square of betterment. When you step inside this square, your sole purpose is to better yourself. That's what we're here for. And on to the next one. I heard this quote from TikTok, and again, I just jotted it down because it was pretty real. It goes, "Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. While discipline makes today harder, but tomorrow easier. And again, I feel like this just ties back to what I've said in previous videos about discipline. Like, when that motivation runs out, that's where the discipline kicks in, and it really shows you, it separates you from the normal people. You can't expect to be exceptional and then do what the average person does, because again, that's you're not being an exception. You can't be an exception and then do what a normal person does. That just doesn't go together. Those two words don't they go opposite. They're parallel. They're not perpendicular. They don't intertwine with each other. So again, to make, I know it's hard. And again, I made a video about it. You got to choose your hard. If you want things to be easier in the long run, you have to make the harder decisions today, now. It might suck in the moment, but again, we're doing it for the greater good, for betterment. Because, yeah, it's easy to not go to the gym. It's easy to not do that homework. It's easy to not send an email. It's easy to not have that conversation. It's easy to not do that. It's hard. It definitely is hard to do all those things. But again, they come with great benefits, and you really do reap what you sow. You get in what you put out. If you put in minimal effort, you get minimal results. If you put in maximum effort, maximum results. And again, these are things we know, but it's just things that we need to be reminded of. I don't think y'all are stupid. I don't think any of us are stupid. I think we all just need to be reminded. We all just need a little push sometimes. And that's what this is. That's what this is. So again, excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. While discipline makes today harder, but tomorrow easier. Think about it now. If you do that hard thing that you've been thinking about doing for the past week, you get to kick your feet up tomorrow and reap the benefits of the hard work. So I'll leave out with that. And on to the next one. The greatest remedy to anger is delay. And again, I feel like this is another very powerful quote, in the sense that it's truly about controlling your emotions. Life is about controlling your emotions. When you're angry, think about a lot of the things that go on in today's world. The murders, the crimes, a lot of the negative things that surround today's world. A lot of it comes from anger. A lot of it stems from emotions. Not even just anger, emotions. A lot of it stems from people acting out in rash and making irrational decisions while they're in the state of heightened emotions. Now, what this quote says, if you were to just delay your actions while you're feeling, because feeling is inevitable, you're going to feel a way about anything that happens to you. We're humans. We can't not feel emotions, so that's out of the window. But again, you can control how you respond to your emotions. You can control your emotions. And with that being said, if you delay your actions while you're in an emotional state, I guarantee you that you're more inclined to make a better decision for yourself, for your friends, for your family, and any other parties involved in that decision that's being made. Truly, if you're mad at your mom because she told you to do the dishes, and you might want to just say, "Mom, I don't want to do the dishes. I hate you," or just lash out on her because you've had a bad day. Just give yourself a break. Calm down. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling before you make an irrational decision and say something that you don't truly mean. So again, the greatest remedy to anger is delay. Just give yourself a moment to breathe. Remember, guys, breathing is very important. A lot of people forget to breathe. Breathe. So on to the next quote. This is by Winston Churchill, very, very knowledgeable black man. And he goes, "Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm." And again, this is ties back to the video about, I believe it ties back into the previous video I made about just not being afraid to fail. Embracing failure for what it is, a lesson, not a failure, not a negative thing, an opportunity for growth. So, and again, like, understanding that success comes from failure. To be successful, you have to fail. Time after time, you have to fail one time. It may be twice, it may be 3 times, it may be 4 times. You may fail 50 times before you finally get that W. But again, all those times of failure you learned, and it makes that 51st attempt when you eventually succeed way more worthwhile, because you look back on everything you endured. You know, you didn't quit, you kept going, you showed resilience, you showed grit, integrity, while also being a man of your word, being a woman of your word, being dedicated to your craft. You showed dedication. So again, just being okay with failing in any circumstance is a part of the journey. It's beauty in the struggle, and failure is beautiful if you look at it in that way. You have to shift your mindset from a victim and not a loser mindset, but um, a loser's mentality. I'll say that, because we're not losers. Y'all aren't losers. Y'all are winners. That's why you're watching this video. If you're watching this video, you're a winner. You want to be a winner. You're on the road to being a winner. But again, to be a winner, you have to lose. LeBron is like 4-6 in the finals, and he's the GOAT. So I feel like that is enough. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about Jordan. LeBron's the GOAT, and he's lost in the finals. So at the greatest stage, you can lose, but you can still be the greatest at what you do. It's just a part of it. And to end this video off, I know it's getting a little long, but you know, I feel like I just have a lot of knowledge to share with y'all, a lot of food for thought. I really like that quote, or not quote, but that saying. I feel like that's such a cool way to just say I'm giving y'all knowledge. So, food for thought. I got that from Erykah Badu. Shout out Miss Badu. But on the last one, I wanted to, pay a little homage to myself. Give myself a little credit. I feel like this is a quote that I say to any of my friends, any of my peers in real life can vouch for me. I say this a lot, but I really do feel like it has a lot of truth to it. And I feel like it's a quote that's helped me in my life when I was going through dark times, because truly, when you think about it in a sense, it holds weight. And the quote reads, "Night doesn't last forever." And again, like I said, I feel like I tell myself this a lot. I tell my friends, whenever, it just seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Whenever you just are ready to give up, ready to quit, it feels like everything is just crumbling down around you. Because if you think about it, the quote "night doesn't last forever" but equates to at nighttime. When the sun sets, it's dark. It's very, very gloomy. And that could be the area in the situation that you're in. You're in a very dark cloud, very gloomy, very black, pitch black, no light. But what happens after night? What happens at around 6 a.m. in the morning? The sun starts to shine, light comes back into the world, the clock resets, things start to wake up, birds start chirping, it starts to feel like life is going good again, so remember that night doesn't last forever. Like, the hard times are going to pass just as the night passes. Oh, Lucky decided to join us in this part of the video, but again, I need y'all to remember that, the hard times are gonna pass just as the night passes. Night doesn't last forever. Now isn't forever. So remember that if anything you're going through, remember that it will pass. You will get through it. You're strong enough to, because the worst thing that you've been through, you've already been through it. So just remember that, guys. Keep your heads up. Keep your chins up. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all like this style of content with me just talking regularly, or would y'all prefer me to go back to ASMR? Whichever one. I don't have a problem with either, but I just want to test out different styles of content. So let me know which one y'all prefer. With that being said, I'm going to end this video here. I hope y'all have a very good night. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember that night doesn't last forever, guys. Smile. Be nice to your mom. Be nice to your dad. Be nice to your friends. Show gratitude. Take care of yourself and hug your loved ones. And if you have a cat, kiss them goodnight. Peace out, y'all.